All right, man. Let's talk about George Kamboso down under undisputed fight with the Devin Haney. Let's talk about the purses. Do it a day early. Um, Doing the purses is always a slam hit video, so continue to do it. But you can do me a favor by jabbing that like button, hitting the thumbs up button. Helps me out a lot. Helps the visibility. Share it on social media. You can screen record it. Share it with a fan. I appreciate that. So yeah, appreciate y'all. But Uh, keep supporting the channel that way. Subscribe, bell icon button, control when you get notifications. If you ain't been getting notifications, just unsubscribe and hit the bell icon button and resubscribe, and hopefully that work. But if not, just stay on alert. I try to drop videos around the same time every day. Be consistent. But let's keep it moving. All right. So apparently, the Australian government stepped in and helped pay for this fight, right? And we know Bill Haney couldn't get over there and all that from something he did back in his career. But somebody explained how Bernard Hopkins was denied entry into Australia as well too, so he couldn't go over there and fight or visit too. He got a criminal history, so people need to understand that too, bro. Like they very strict. If it's 30 years ago, 40 years ago, they don't want that in their country. So it's their right. If they don't want that in their country, it's their complete right to do so. So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So he won't be there. I'm pretty sure they. I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure they knew that. Just in my opinion, I'm pretty sure they had a feeling that he wasn't gonna get in there, and we know people gonna probably have and it's naturally people gonna have excuses where he didn't have his father there, and Danny Garcia said in the past, I'm not fighting if my father not in my corner. Danny Garcia has said that in his past. So I mean, people say, well, that's just the way that he is. Mark Murray, he can't come over to America. So I mean, it is what it is. Tyson Fury, father John Fury, he can't come over to America. So think about that for a minute. And that's their rules. So before they agreed to the deal that Lomachenko had, they had to know those rules. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they thought they was gonna get an exception. George Kamboso trying to act like he trying to help make something help and all that, but um, it is what it is. Devin know what he up against. But so I don't know. It's June 4th, Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. It's in Australia. 56,000 sitting capacity. Foxtel pay per view, whatever the hell that is in Australia. It's on real regular ESPN in America around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm told. Don't hold me to that pay per view fight. All right. So George Kamboso is making $10 million for defending his titles. All right. $10 million. Now Metro says that he come on the channel. He said that the Zone had a better deal, but pretty much Lou DiBella wanted some television rights, and that's pretty much where the big money come in, especially for the white collars. I don't even think Canelo get a piece of television rights. That's where they make their money at, especially in the long run. So Lou DiBella never wanted to do it on his own. He knew exactly he wanted to take it over the top rank and get more eyes on George Kamboso. So I mean, it's a better deal for Devin Haney too. I mean, as far as exposure, not money. I mean, he making 2.8. Kamboso's making 3 times more than he making in this fight, at least off a guaranteed purchase. So I mean, he took a risk. It's still $3 million. I mean, then he gonna get taxed international wise too. So, but if the pay per view hit, they both get a percentage of it. Now, I'm not sure what the percentages is. Usually, the going rate in America is 3% per fighter, unless you Canelo, who get 10% after 150. After 100K, and then most fighters get 3% after 150K sold in pay per view. So, yeah, he getting $10 million, and it's a good deal for him. If he turned down more money from the Zone, then Lou DiBella, didn't, wasn't held to his fiduciary duties for George Kamboso. But it is what it is. That's just a rumor. He getting $10 million. I mean, you can look up what's his last fight he fought. I mean, versus Lee Shelby, his purse probably wasn't even for sure wasn't $1 million. Hold on, it sure wasn't $1 million, bro. So hold on, what went the purse bid? So it was a 60-40 split. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to wait till it load. And it says, I wait till it load. And Devin is worth $6 million. So we all know Devin been clocking good money over there with Eddie. He been overpaying, and people say, well, it don't match the viewer. Well, we don't know the viewership, so it don't match the asses and the seats. But he knew he would have to overpay. So for whatever reason, it's taking a minute to load. So it says that someone Selby and Kamboso, remember, it was in the pandemic too, so I think nobody was there. So Matchroom won the purse bill 277,000. Lou DiBella did 260,000. As a high-ranked fighter, Kambosos entitled to 60-40 purse bid. He will now take home 1.6 million for his efforts. So, he been making money. He made 1.6. So yeah, he made 1.6. They saying I don't know how, and the purse bid was 277,000. But they say he made 1.6 for the fight. So yeah, he been made a million. So shit. So he went from like 1.6. What he make versus Teofimo Lopez? They got paid from the truth. They got paid from Truly too. So Kamboso been on a good run. He got 1.5, and he got like a 500,000 or something like that from Twitter. So he made around two. So yeah, Kamboso went from 1.6 about 2, 3, maybe because of Triller falling default to making like $10 million. So he had one of the biggest rises in boxing today. And then young Devin Haney is gonna pocket a guarantee of $2.8 million. So what's Haney versus Diaz purse? You know. So he said he made about 700,000 against Joseph Diaz. I think he made more than that. They saying he made 1.7. So they said he made 1.7 versus Joseph Diaz, and Diaz took home $1 million. Because remember, they said Diaz said he wanted the same deal. They was willing to get Diaz the same deal he was gonna make versus Ryan Garcia. So they said he made 1.7 versus Diaz, and then you tell us the truth. Devin Haney out here with Maybach box and all that type of stuff. So he been clocking a couple $1 million. So that's why he worth 6. So he bringing home 2.8, which still is a good payday. You know what I'm saying? Could they made it back where he made about $5 or $7 million? Yeah, but he said he'd take the same deal that Lomachenko took, and instead of that's a bad business move, negotiating through the public, because had you not negotiated through the public, guess what? Could have got a better deal, bro. Because Lomachenko, he did flee the war, according to Ivan Redcash, allegedly. But look at him; he had to go back and defend his country. So now you could have negotiated a better deal. So that's just putting your foot in your mouth. That's all it is, and it's just a lesson learned for him and Bill. Don't negotiate through the media and all that type of stuff, and whatever the situation may be. But I mean, you know, um, but I mean, 2.8 still good. And they talking about the pay per view. The pay per view revenue don't split like 70-30. They don't split like that, bro. They split in percentages. So like 3%, he not gonna take 70% of the pay per view. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna take 30%. It's probably 70 or 30% out of they cut because Foxtel got to get paid, the promoter got to get paid. And y'all think the organizers of the event ain't making more money than Kamboso and Devin Haney and across boxing? You crazy? You crazy? The organizers are still clocking as much money, more money than the fighters, especially in the long run. So I mean, Devin Haney getting some good money, Kamboso getting some good money. They're gonna get some paperwork. They're gonna make some good paper, and they might have to do it again. Now I don't know. Hopefully Devin Haney get a larger cut next time since he coming back to Australia. But just knowing the deal they took originally, bro, I don't know. I don't know because they did not take a good deal originally. You know, so. But hopefully they got a better deal on the back on next time. Hopefully they got a better deal next time, bro. That's pretty much Hopefully they did that on a business deal. They get money. Well, they shouldn't even been able to come back to they shouldn't even have to come back to Australia, but they took the same deal Lomachenko did. And it seemed like a trap, bro. They probably knew Lomachenko wasn't going to fight. They knew he was going to stay over there, and they finessed Devin Haney and Bill. That's what it sounded like to me, bro. But hey, it is what it is. Still $3 million. He gonna get taxed internationally too, though. So you gotta remember that too. So that's why, and a lot of people telling him he got to get the knockout. Roy Jones said he got to get the knockout, and I'm pretty sure Floyd would probably say the same thing if he being honest. You know what I'm saying? And them all coming from people who never traveled abroad. And I understand why Roy Jones never traveled abroad because of what happened in the Olympics. Yeah, so I don't think Roy Jones ever traveled. I could be wrong. Not I mean in his prime, not like when he was when he wasn't in his prime. I mean in his prime. Now when he was going over to Russia and stuff like that. I mean his prime. I don't think he traveled. So Floyd ain't never traveled outside the country. So it's a reason why Andre Ward never traveled outside the country. So yeah, he fought overseas at the end of his career. I'm talking about like Kawasaki. I'm talking about like Kawasaki. He was old after then, but Kawasaki down. Yeah, none but the United States, I believe. So he really didn't travel outside the country neither until he wasn't Superman no more. So yeah, everybody is telling Devin he shouldn't have did it, and Devin got to prove confidence in himself, do it twice, or find a way to get out that contract or do it the best. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, all that's there. But hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, YouTube, the whole nine. If you're interested in checking out my other channel, my Detroit channel is Cash App, $. No, excuse me, Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. But check my link tree. I'm gonna take you everywhere that I produce content at for this channel. So make sure you pay attention. Check out the Boxing News playlist. Let me know what you girls and guys think. One time for the one time. Peace.